Welcome to our restorative practice this evening. We are going to be working on shoulders and hips, since we use our hips all the time. So if you have blankets, if you have pillows, use them. If you have yoga bolsters and yoga blankets, use them, have them by your side. And for those of you that are on with me, if you want to go ahead and start your playlist, go ahead and do that now. If you're watching the recording, if you want access to the playlist, just send me a message and I will send you the links. We have a guest, or two guests here. My doggies are going to join me today. Hopefully they will be behaving. If they don't, then you'll see me moving them. But for now, we're all gonna get started on our backs. And while you lie on your back, just take up as much space as you want here. Just for a moment, just starting to settle in to the space, noticing the ground beneath you as you are supported here. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Notice the temperature of the room and how it feels. And notice if you are gripping anywhere in your body, noticing your brow or your jaw, and allow yourself to invite relaxation into those spaces. Take a deep breath into the belly. Exhale with a sigh. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply. And exhale with a sigh. And at this time, reach your arms up overhead and reach your toes to the opposite end of the room. So you're just stretching up. And what we're gonna do with this is, let me move my microphone down a little bit here. We're going to keep our arms up overhead and our feet down towards the ground. And then you're going to start to inch your arms over towards the left. And then you're going to inch your feet over towards the left as well. So you're creating a C curve with your body. So you're gonna feel the lengthening through the left side of your body. You can shimmy your shoulders over a little bit more too, till you really feel that sensation. We're not trying to go to a point where you feel any sort of pain, or if you feel any sort of tingling, just back out of it a little bit. And if you wanna really lock this in, you can actually cross the left ankle over the right, and you can grab the right ankle, your right wrist with your hand, and then allow yourself to settle in. This is called banana asana, literally a banana. And we're just gonna breathe here. Of course, this is when my puppy decides it's a great time to squeak the toy. In this restorative practice, we hold these poses for about 2 to 3 minutes. So just allow yourself to settle in. The purpose for holding them for this extended period of time is that the body starts to release the fascia, the connective tissue that literally is all over the body, will start to let go. And you may even notice your body start to just relax a little bit more and sink a little bit deeper into each pose. So I invite you to notice that as you breathe and hold. And if you have any thoughts that start to come through the mind, just notice them like a cloud passing by, and return your awareness to your breath. We'll be here for about 3 more deep breaths. And then start to, if your legs are crossed, uncross them. If you are grabbing your wrists, you can let go and start to make your way back to the center. And let's just take a moment of transition here by tucking the knees into the chest, hugging them. Maybe even bringing your forehead into the knees for a moment, rolling side to side and forward and back slightly. And then allow yourself to become long again on the mat. Reaching up overhead, toes pointing down, and then start to shimmy your shoulders over towards the right and shimmy your feet and ankles over towards the right as well. So you're going to feel the lengthening through the left side of the body. If you want to really lock this one in, you have the option to grab the left wrist with your right hand and then cross the right foot over the left ankle. Notice how this side might feel a little bit different than the other side. Each side is different, each moment is different, each day is different, and that's okay. Again, a reminder that if you feel any pain, back out of it. If you feel any tingling, back out of it. As you are holding this side, try to keep your shoulders both down on the ground. Really keep yourself flat on your back as you create this C curve. Coming back to your breath. Releasing any gripping in the body. In your face, in your hips, in your legs, in your thighs, wherever you might feel it. Invite your breath into those spaces to release and let go. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And start to release your wrists and uncross the legs if they're crossed, coming back to the center. One more time, we're going to hug those knees into the chest, bringing the forehead to the knees, rolling from side to side, forward and back, massaging your low back on the ground beneath you. And then roll onto your left side, resting your head on your arm, keeping your knees kind of tucked in here into this little sleeping baby pose for just a couple of breaths of transition. If it feels good to reach the right arm up over your head, feel free to do that. And if your arm is reaching up over your head, go ahead and press your hand in front of you to gently guide yourself to a seat. Once you're in your seat, if you have a blanket near you, Go ahead and take this folded blanket and put it right in the middle of your mat and allow yourself to sit on the edge of that blanket. We're going to come into what's called shoelace in this practice. And the way that this will work, just let your legs go out long once you're sitting on the edge of that blanket. Start to bend the right leg into the body. And you can cross it over the left. And you might just stay here. This might be enough for you here. But if you are able to, you can actually bend the left leg into the body as well. And there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can either keep the legs kind of stacked on top of one another for this variation called fire log, but shoelace actually brings the legs in closer. Literally looks like a shoelace, like you've tied your shoes and you have this. And so the knees don't have to be stacked one on top of the other. They're just kind of coming into the body. And so you're going to feel this on the outside of the hips. You have a couple of options here to support your legs. If you want, if you have a pillow or if you have a yoga block, you can actually place it right underneath that top leg. Gives you additional support. So feel free to do that. And then once you have the variation that works for you, whether you have this fire log where your legs are further out in front or you have them in close to the body, then we're going to hug ourselves. You're going to take the right arm over the left for this first one and hug yourself as tight as you can here. Inhale, make yourself really tall through the spine. And as you exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, start to round through the spine and hinge your hips forward. So you're kind of like guiding yourself over the legs, kind of draping yourself over the body, over the legs here. So we're doing a little bit of shoulder, a little bit of hips. We're going to hold the shoulders for a little bit shorter time period than the legs, but allow yourself to breathe here. On this next breath, we're just going to allow ourselves to come back into a tall seat. Keep the legs exactly as they are. We're just going to change the arm position this time. So now we're going to reach the arms out to the sides, interlock the fingers behind us. Inhale, open through the chest for a deep breath in. And exhale. Release those hands, reach the arms up overhead. The right hand now drapes back behind the back as your left hand reaches for the elbow, grabbing it here. We're getting into the tricep. See if you can bring your chin away from the chest for this one, really open through the chest. So you're really thinking about opening up through the front of the body. And we'll take 3 to 5 breaths here while the legs stay where they are. Notice the sensations that you're feeling and just breathe into it. And then release the arms that are behind you, reach them up overhead and rainbow them down by the sides and shake them out. Guide your right leg up off of the left. Plant the foot in front of you, keep the leg bent. Same with the left, guide in front of you. Reach your arms behind you and just windshield wipe your legs from side to side. Taking your time here, you can stay where it might feel a little sticky. All of the sensations, all the blood rushing back into the legs and the arms. And now we're going to transition to the other side. So extend your legs out long this time. Guide that left leg on top of the right. And if you want to leave your right leg out long, that's fine. Or you can start to bend that right leg into the body here. Remembering your different options. We have fire log again, where your top leg is actually just stacked on top of the other. So it literally looks like fire logs. Or you can do shoelace, where you're pulling the feet towards your hips so that your legs are more crossed and bent closer in to each other. So knees could be stacked, they don't have to be stacked, it all depends on your anatomy. Again, the reminder that you can support that top leg with a pillow, a blanket, a yoga block, right underneath it if you need to, or you don't have to use it at all. Once you have the positioning of your legs and you feel the sensation in your hips, you're only going to the point of sensation. We're not going to the point of like pain or numbing. Then we're going to take that left arm over the right, give ourselves a big hug. Inhale, make yourself tall. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest and start to hinge the hips forward as you drape your body, your torso over the legs. And hold and breathe. Start to make yourself tall in your seat. We're going to leave the legs where they are. We're going to open our arms wide and then reach them behind us. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, open through the chest as you gaze up. And as you exhale, reach the arms out to the sides and then up to the sky. This time, your left arm bends back behind you. Your right hand reaches for the elbow. Really just gently tug on that elbow only as far as you can go. And then imagine you're taking your chin away from the chest. So you're opening through the chest. You're gazing forward. And breathe here. And on this next breath, start to release your arms up towards the sky and rainbow them down by the sides. And then gently guide your legs off of one another, planting the feet in front of you, keeping the legs bent. Send the hands behind you and windshield wipe the legs from side to side, taking your time in this movement. And now we're going to take this blanket that you're sitting on top of, just set it off to the side. And the pillow, if you had a pillow or yoga blocks, you can set them off to the side as well. And we're going to make our way to our bellies. So you're going to come to this little belly position. Keep your elbows right underneath the shoulders. Widen the legs as far as you need to support the low back. And then you can imagine that you're lifting your chest away from the ground. You're activating the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back and down just for a moment here, feeling the lengthening through the abdominals. Keep a neutral spine by just staring to the point right between your hands, like a little bit ahead of your hands. And then allow yourself to melt down onto the ground. From here, we're going to open the right arm to the side, and then we're going to use the left hand, press it right underneath your left shoulder. Bend the left leg, and then you're going to press into the left hand as you open your body like a book towards the left side of the room. So that left foot will go behind your body. Now, if the left foot is just hanging up in the sky, that's okay. If you want to support it, you can put a pillow or a block underneath it. But we're just opening through the right side of the chest into the shoulder. And once you have that position that feels supportive for you, allow yourself to just rest here. The left hand, you can leave it in front of your face, or you can reach it up overhead or behind you. Your head, if you want to rest it on a blanket or a pillow, or just leave it on the floor, it's up to you. Give yourself the support that you need. Notice the sensation that you're feeling. If you feel tingling or any pain, remember that you can back out of this. We don't want to go to that point. We just want to go to the point where you feel that edge, that sensation, where you're opening and releasing. If you start to grip into any place, like think about your thighs or your face or your jaw, remember you have the breath. The breath helps us to let go, to release. We'll do one more breath here. And start to, if you have that left arm behind you, take it out from behind you very slowly and then plant that hand in front of your face. Start to close your body back down onto the belly so that left leg start to come back to the floor. Flat on the belly here. Take a moment to roll your forehead on your mat. And you can also bend both legs and windshield wipe them from side to side if that feels good. And then to prepare to do this on the other side, we're going to extend the left arm now out to the side. You're going to bend the right leg. You're going to plant the right hand, it's right underneath your shoulder, and you're going to press into your right hand as you open your body like a book now to the right side of the room. Your foot may or may not land on the ground. If it doesn't and you want to support it, you can put a blanket behind it or a pillow or a block, whatever you've got. And then once you have that opening to where you're at your own edge, where you don't feel any pain, you don't feel any tingling, you can leave your right hand where it is, or you can reach it up overhead, or you can actually bring it behind you for a little shoulder opener. Imagine externally rotating your shoulder, opening up your chest if you opt for this variation with your right hand behind your back. And each side is different. You may or may not notice if you're opening your body a little bit more on this side than the other, and that's okay. Just notice those things, but remember, each side is different, each day is different, each moment's different. Just breathe and settle in. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And if your right arm is behind your back or reaching up overhead, go ahead and reach it back up to the sky and return it to plant in front of your face as you now guide yourself back to the ground flat on your belly, letting that right leg extend long to meet the left. Again, massage your forehead on the mat for a moment here. Then take your hands, plant them underneath your shoulders, and come up onto hands and knees. Take a few cat and cows, so rounding through the spine, chin to chest, then drop your belly and gaze forward. And then do that again, chin to chest, round through the spine. Then drop the belly again and gaze forward. We'll do that one more time. And then allow yourself to come to your back one more time. Guide yourself to your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Roll them from side to side. It's at 8:30. If you need to hop off, that's fine, but we'll be here for a couple more minutes. We're going to take a couple of spinal twists and then do Shavasana at the end. So we'll be here for a little bit longer, about 2 to 4 more minutes. So allow your legs to fall over towards the right. You can shift your hips over to the left, open your arms wide to a T, gaze either up at the ceiling or look over towards the left. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then guide the legs back to the center. And then take it to the other side. So shift the hips over to the right, let the knees drop over to the left. Gaze either up at the ceiling or over towards the right hand. And guide yourself back to the center. If there's any other movement you want to take before you settle into Shavasana this evening, feel free to do so. To take the Shavasana this evening, I recommend that you take a blanket or a pillow, put it underneath the knees for additional support. You don't have to, but it helps to keep that neutral spine on the ground. And then if you have another blanket, can drape it over you. You could put it on your belly. If you put something weighted over your belly, it actually signals to your body that it is time to rest and that you're safe. And that what it does is it activates the rest and digest part of your nervous system. So allow yourself to settle in. If you have something to cover your eyes, or if you want to close or turn off the lights for yourself, go ahead and do that. Let the arms just fall down by the sides and breathe. Start to invite in a deep cleansing breath into the body as you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe roll your ankles, roll your wrists. Roll onto your favorite side, whatever side that may be. You can rest your head on your arm or a blanket, keeping the knees into the chest, taking a moment to pause and give yourself gratitude for this time that you've given to yourself. Time to restore, rejuvenate, and rest. Use your hands to guide yourself to a seat. Keep your eyes closed if you like, or lowered gaze. Take a deep breath in as you reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring your arms out by the sides and into your lap or at your heart for a moment to say thank you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light in me loves and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends.